Everybody, welcome back. For some reason, we're still watching every episode of She-Hulk. I am Simian Jimmy, joined as always by attorney at law, Florian Himsel.
Yeah, I was gonna object, but it doesn't make any sense because I'm very happy about this development. Yes, bring on the She-Hulk, everyone.
And our own personal abomination, Weekend Warrior.
Hi guys, it's me, the CEO of Misogyny.
And for some reason, he decided, I want to jump on that bandwagon and watch the greatest lawyer show of 2022, the one and only Kino Corner.
What's up, guys? I've been binging Better Call Saul, but I had to take a break from that just to
watch a real lawyer show?
Yeah, to watch a real lawyer show, just have a refresher.
Now, Kino, did you listen to our previous podcast and get inspired to watch this? Or, why the fuck are you here? Why would you agree to do this?
I didn't. No, I haven't listened, but Robel and a bunch of other people were DMing me saying how the last podcast was quite heated. And
so you wanted to come ruin it with your really milquetoast attitude?
I wanted to witness it firsthand.
Oh, good.
Wow.
You could just listen to the show, but I guess that's too much to ask.
Yeah, you can just...
He doesn't have time to watch podcasts, Mom.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah. Well, folks, I have to say, as bad as She-Hulk is, I'm a little bit optimistic because, in my opinion, episode 2 was a very slight improvement over episode 1. So while it's not quite yet good, I'd say it's slightly getting better. Do you guys agree?
I kind of agree with it. The best thing about the show is Blonsky. For this episode, at least.
Is that the guy who plays Abomination, or is that something else?
Yeah, Emil Blonsky, I think his name was, yeah.
I'll say this, is that the episode is definitely better than the last one because I think this episode was only 20 minutes long. The credit sequence was 7 minutes, so it looks like it's almost half an hour, but it's not. And when
Yeah, the credits... Okay, the funny thing is, guys, what I noticed, they have the long-ass intro, which recap the first episode, and they still have these Marvel-style end credits, which are, 5 minutes total? That's 5 minutes of the runtime.
Yeah, because
fucking credits.
This 20-minute episode had to have 5,000 VFX artists, so it really takes up a lot of the credits time. I will say, I made a prediction last episode that episode 2 will open up with spinning newspaper and news footage. Oh, there's a new superhero, She-Hulk. And guess what happened, folks? I was exactly right. Give me my brownie points.
Okay. I have a brownie right here.
Yeah, hand them over.
You want to come over and get one?
Now, Florian predicted that the show would be really, really great, so I guess only one of us got a prediction right.
Well, it's improved.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have watched this episode almost twice. I watched it. Yeah, I watched it at first, and I thought it was okay, And then I went back. Okay, I gotta make my arguments for why it's okay, and then. It annoyed me with the jokes. I guess I didn't notice them as much the first time.
Kino, can you stop fucking eating your graham crackers for fuck's sake? I'm about to kick his ass off this podcast.
Show some respect, goddammit.
Yeah, so
We're talking about She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so basically, I guess the comedy is bothering me, so I guess you guys win. I guess you convinced me it's not as great as I thought, but I still will enjoy watching it exactly one time each episode,
Is the show supposed to be a comedy?
What was more bothering, though, than the comedy was the Scorpion King tier CGI in that bar when she first turns into She-Hulk at the bar at the beginning of the episode. That CGI was so bad. I could not believe that passed, but I think you and I were talking about this. Is that probably that's going to be the standard for the episodes going forward? That they probably put a lot of their top CGI into episode 1 because they figured that most people would probably just watch episode 1, and you usually lose people with each successive episode.
So it started off bad and it's only getting worse.
Yeah.
Well, not just that, because we also have the Hulk, and he's going into space, so I think he'll be gone for the majority of the time as well. So they just had him in there for a call where he barely got to speak, and now he's gone from the show. Isn't that great?
Yeah, that might be the most exciting part of this show for me is, like, what is Hulk going to do in space? Like, for no reason, he's just, like, in a spaceship, and he blasts off in outer space. I want to see his adventures. Can we skip the She-Hulk part and just go see what the Hulk is doing?
Yeah, I think we'll see what he's doing at all. So.
And I don't even think we're going to get, like, any proper, like, courtroom stuff with She-Hulk. Because the writers before the show came out said, yeah, we realized that we suck at writing courtroom drama or, like, stuff that's actually inside a courthouse. So
yeah, we have the Variety article. It says Jessica Gao's original pitch for Marvel's She-Hulk included a trial for the abomination that spanned multiple episodes. One thing that we all realized very slowly was none of us are that adept at writing, arousing trial scenes. Why did you sign up for a fucking lawyer show?
Well, well, here's the thing, guys. I think you can write a lawyer show if you don't know anything about it. You just have to have a consultant as a lawyer, probably.
Or just play Ace Attorney and copy the script.
Yeah, something like that. But these ladies, these writers might not even know how to do that. It's so stupid.
They never needed a lawyer? Wow. What weird people, huh?
Well, we're not all you, Florian.
No, here's the thing too about, like, writing, like, an arousing, like a good, like, courtroom thing, is that you can almost break a lot of rules of storytelling in a sense with with something being in a courtroom, because you can have the characters. It's just like you're allowing your own characters to monologue and to tell you about how they felt and stuff. And you can, I don't know. To me, it seems like it would be easier, because it's a very good sort of stage for, putting in moving or monologues or
drama shit.
Well, yeah, and also a courtroom scene. Nobody expects a courtroom scene to be realistic to real life, because then it would just be 10 hours of nothing happening and just, like, super slow and boring. I'm pretty sure every court scene in every TV show and movie, like, has to be dramatized a lot to make it bearable. Like, even Better Call Saul, like, as realistic as they want to make it, I don't think a court really is that flashy at all. So why can't they just make it fun? Like, even if it's not realistic, just try to write something that is entertaining, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, if anyone watched the Amber, Kino, I'll just say this: if any one of the people listening to the podcast now, or anyone in the panel, they observed the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, parts of that were boring.
Yeah.
No, it'd be really funny if in She-Hulk, one of the episodes is just her fighting with another lawyer over, like, what to label a piece of evidence. And then them being boomers about technology and saying, how do we zoom in on this? How do I bring this up on my screen?
Hands.
That's far too clever for any of the writers, Kino. I'm sorry, I don't think they can do that.
Well, hey, now that we have a little bit of our preamble out of the way, we should point out that for most of the audience at home, we are, like, watching the show for them. They're not going to watch it. So we need to, again, go through the episode, kind of scene by scene, break it down. I already said that it opens with my prediction of all the news footage of this new She-Hulk. And of course, like we also predicted, she does not choose the name She-Hulk, and she does not like it. So now she's kind of getting her comeuppance for making fun of Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
Got him.
And not only that, but she also gets fired from the DA.
Yeah. Immediately, the show's title becomes a lie. No longer an attorney at law, you've been fired. Which, is this the dumbest shit that has ever happened? The idea that no law firm in the world would want to hire the She-Hulk. Shut the fuck up.
Monkey, the show contradicts itself, because we get the montage where Jennifer Walters is applying and people are calling her a freak show or a distraction, when the goddamn lawyer that was the firm that hired her explicitly said that her being the She-Hulk will give the firm great publicity. Like, what the fuck are these people talking about?
Well, they're making specifically a team of lawyers to to work for superhumans, you know? They all have superpowers.
Yeah, but I'm talking about before that. There's a montage of her being rejected from 5 different firms. If I own a law firm and there's a fucking She-Hulk lawyer, that's like my go-to. Like I'll give you anything you want to come work for us. This is a world where superheroes are like a dime a dozen, like the most popular people, they're worshipped. Why would you not want them representing your company? It's not like she's a bad lawyer. She's just green, you fucking racist.
Well, we specifically saw that she lost that case, so...
She didn't lose the case. She tainted the jury by saving their lives.
Yeah, it's that would be pretty easy to reproduce, don't you think?
How often is there going to be a huge violent brawl in the courtroom? Like if it's happening that often, you literally you need She-Hulk on your side because you're going to be killed.
I think we're going to see more violent brawls in courtrooms in the show because of
I hope so.
Fuck, I don't know how we actually do a courtroom scene. Okay, let's have a
Weekend. What are you saying?
Wait. Can I just say, like, they say at least they explained why Titania is there in the courtroom. Like, she was trying to escape her hearing. But Titania has to be the dumbest bitch alive because there are hallways in the building. And she just decided to run through a wall instead of just going through the hallway to the exit. She's so dumb.
Well, I said it last time, but she's literally the Kool-Aid man from Family Guy episode 1. She bursts into the courtroom wall and says, "Oh yeah!"
Monkey, I'm gonna since she said that, I'm gonna use I used a Kool-Aid man for the video.
There's a line of dialogue I wrote down at this opening scene when she's like getting fired. She says, and I don't know if they have any self-awareness, but she was spot on. She said, "I can't even exist without being a derivative of the Hulk." Yeah, no shit. This character shouldn't exist. You're right. You should not be She-Hulk. You should be literally anything else.
Well, I'm more concerned about her being like Deadpool, really. I mean, that's the real problem.
Yeah, what's with the random breaking of the fourth wall?
We still don't know. We don't know.
It's so awkward. Why does she have to look directly into the camera? Don't they know they shouldn't do that?
Now, I don't know if somebody said this, and I'm sorry, I can't remember. It might have been one of you. It might have been somebody in the comments. But somebody pointed out this would be better if it was filmed in the style of The Office, like if it was a mockumentary. So then she's literally talking to the camera, not breaking the fourth wall. Like,
I think you said that, Monkey.
I don't think I said that.
I think you said that.
Well, maybe I'm just crazy, but I think that'd be way better. Like, okay, this is a She-Hulk. Maybe we should film her and, make a little mockumentary or documentary in their case.
And it's just like some really nerdy guy who really is insistent on filming her, and she's getting annoyed at it.
Yeah, sure. Like, why not get Dwight from The Office to play the cameraman?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's how we fix this show, and you fix the fourth wall breaking problem. Because, yeah, she is not Deadpool. Why is she talking to us? I don't know.
Well, and the thing that really confused me in this episode when she broke the fourth wall is after she gets hired at the new firm, and she's walking through the new
office.
firm, and you see, and you see all the people like going like, whoa, what is that? Like they've never seen a superhero before.
Yeah, like what the hell? It's been 20 years since Iron Man. What are you talking about?
But
but it's still pretty rare. Come on.
But she's talking like she's talking to somebody else, and I'm like, is she actually just like trashing all these people as she's like just walking through?
Yeah, talking out loud, talking shit about them. They just pretend they can't hear her.
Like the Hulk did, right? When she was talking. When he said he doesn't mean that, the Hulk looked at her like she was talking to the audience, and maybe
his Hulk, his hearing is so powerful that he can hear a fourth wall break.
Probably, yeah.
Well, that's what I said. Also, is that the Hulk is known for smashing, and she's like smashing the fourth wall.
Oh wow, we get it now. It's so clever. That's amazing.
I mean, it's not clever. It's stupid.
I think that at some point. In this series, I will be upset if at no point in the series does she have to escape a building and smash through a skylight to get out of the building.
Yeah, to break the glass ceiling.
To break the glass ceiling.
Florian, you are very defensive of this character, right? Like when me and Weekend say that she's like a cunty bitch, you were like, no, feminism. Is that fair to say?
Well, I mean, it's pretty. I mean, everyone's really annoying in this show. I don't know.
Okay, well, I wanted to bring up if we're going to compare this to Better Call Saul, because they're very similar shows, it's about a powerful female lawyer. There's a scene where they're talking to her in the bar, and she's been fired, and they're saying, well, you're a superhero now, just go work for the Avengers or something, you're a lawyer, surely you want to help people. And she says, no. Do the Avengers get paid? No. Do they get health insurance? No. Like, she clearly does not want to help people because she's a good person. Like, yeah. She only wants to do it for the money. And if you're going to compare it to Better Call Saul, like at the end of that, a spoiler alert, Kino, Kim is literally doing law work for free. Like, she just wants to help people. Who's the better female character, Florian? The one who just wants the money or the one who genuinely wants to help people?
Come on, you know the answer to that. Obviously, I prefer the money.
Yeah, so that's why you relate to She-Hulk. Like, if we're gonna have superheroes are famous for helping people and saving the day for free, and now we have this lawyer character who says, no, I just need the paycheck. I don't give a fuck about helping people. She even says, I should have let those jury members die so I could keep my job. What? Yeah. This character is insane.
Can I be Florian's advocate for a moment? Like
Go
the
for it.
Advocate thing. Maybe. The thing we could say is that maybe, just maybe, they're gonna make her slowly want to be a hero, like the reluctant heroine. Okay, I accept being a She-Hulk, being a hero, whatever. The problem is, having said that, the real big problem is that She-Hulk doesn't really do good from coming from her, right? I remember the first episode when the Titanium was like, hey, you better stop her, and She-Hulk had to be told that maybe you should stop the rampaging monster girl. It's just you have to have that moment where She-Hulk realizes that she does have some sort of responsibility. I don't know if the writers are going to do that.
Well, so here's the thing. I would agree. I think it's a great character arc if she starts off that way and then by the end she evolves and realizes being a selfless hero is better than being a greedy corporate lawyer. But if we're gonna look at Marvel's track record, we had this character called Captain Marvel who started off in a very similar way, and by the end of her movie, she actually regressed and got worse and did not learn anything. So I don't have faith that they will actually complete a character arc. I think she will probably just be a cunt.
How did Captain Marvel actually get worse? Didn't she actually fly off to save like millions of people that we don't know of?
No, she became worse character. She became a worse character.
Yeah, she's like still like an arrogant bitch.
Yeah, because the power that she needed to stop the bad guy was in her all along. She just burned the limiter that was limiting her, and she broke through the galactic ceiling and killed all the Kree. Woo! Woo! Women!
So I'm hoping that this feminist show, written and directed by women, will hopefully realize that their main woman is a cunt. But my hopes are pretty low.
I have an idea.
No, Monkey, because they're all cunts. The writers are cunts. That's why they can't realize that.
Well, I don't think it's a problem. I mean, like, if she becomes a hero, okay, that's the thing. But, like, whether or not she's an asshole while doing it, is that really such a big deal?
Well, I think it's a character flaw. It's a character flaw to say, I should have let those innocent people die to save my job.
Here's the thing, Florian. It's cool when men are assholes and heroes, but it's not cool when women.
I know it.
Yeah, but at least Iron Man, literally, at the end of Avengers, he sacrifices his life to stop the nuke. I don't think She-Hulk is going to sacrifice shit.
No, She-Hulk's not going to sacrifice anything.
Yeah, go ahead.
Guys?
Go ahead.
Related to that, it's when they were in the bar and she was shitting on Avengers dental plan care, whatever. She shat on like, but those are for billionaire playboy or narcissists. Like, it feels like the writers don't know anything about Marvel.
No.
They're casually shitting on the background characters, the guys that came before them. Like, what is this? Like,
well, that is history. Wait. Like, white men will build something, and then, like, a few generations later, like, the women and minorities will, like, shit all over them and say it sucks while taking advantage of what they built.
Yeah, Tony Stark died for you, bitch. You show some fucking respect. Holy shit.
No, you guys don't get it. They're all colonizers, okay? They just made the world in their image. It's not fair.
When you start colonized,
it should have been women, okay? It's crazy.
Anyway, if we're gonna keep going through the plot of this, unless you had something to say,
no,
Kino.
I wanted. Yeah, I said I have an idea for a thumbnail.
Okay.
For this one, and it's remember those like, bruh, this is my lawyer. I'm going to jail. It's bruh.
That
this
meme.
Is that meme. It's bruh. This is my lawyer. I'm gonna die. And you can use my crying face.
Well, if somebody wants to make that for me, feel free. But I'm not making that.
if me the crying, like, I don't think I have that on my computer anymore.
Oh, tragic.
I can. I'll make it.
It's literally the image for this group chat. If you take a look, which is funny because we had that long before you were in here.
Can you actually download those? I never know.
I think it's on my phone somewhere.
But no. So I wanted to bring up that, like, they say we want to hire you. We want to hire a superhuman to represent other superhumans, and
which I think is a Kino idea for sure. Like, if that was the show,
that got me thinking though that this could be like, I'm like, what is this firm? Or they're gonna hire like heroin junkies to represent other like junkies. They're gonna hire pedophiles to represent Hollywood producers.
Well, I don't know. Isn't that kind of the plot of? Isn't that Harvey Birdman? Like, he is a lawyer for superheroes and cartoons and stuff. Isn't that the same idea?
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
I think if you're gonna have like a lawyer that represents, supervillains, it might as well be a Hulk.
Yeah, no, I know.
If it was like an episodic, like case of the week, and you have like these different villains, I think it could be cool.
That would be the best.
Yeah, but who knows? They're trying to go for like a 9-episode, storyline, which so far I'm not too keen on.
No, and like most.
You cut out.
I don't like this about like a lot of modern show. Oh, I was saying I don't like this about a lot of modern shows where it works for some shows, but a show like this should be episode by episode. It should be like Curb. Yeah, it should be episodic. It should be like Curb, or like something like that, where it's like it's the entire story within that episode, and there might be like the characters kind of like there's character growth. Or maybe like a tiny like main storyline.
Well, yeah, like even Friends had a season-long arc, but each episode also stands on its own.
Yeah, it's self-contained.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it.
I don't like how, especially a lot of these streaming stuff, and this has been the case with like all the Marvel shows, is that it kind of feels like they had this movie that wasn't really that great, and they just decided to cut it up into a bunch of episodes and release it weekly.
Yeah, I think Moon Knight and Ms. Marvel would have been better as films.
Yeah.
You saw Ms. Marvel?
I did.
Wow, we should have keynote that.
No, we shouldn't have. Not much to say.
So bad. Did you like it, Mom?
I think it was okay, but I didn't love it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of liked it,
Yeah, it was different at least. A little bit different.
The first episode was really cringe, but it got off then.
Well, anyway, She-Hulk finally gets hired for this, supervillain protection or fucking lawyering firm, and they say you have to defend the Abomination, the villain from the original Hulk movie. And folks, I have to make a confession.
Not the original Hulk movie.
Well, yeah,
the original.
The original Hulk movie in the MCU, you dumb fuck! Yeah. Why would I be talking about something else?
Anyway, Lee's Hulk.
I need to admit, I have of all the MCU, the only thing I've not seen is that Hulk movie. Like, that's the only one I skipped, because it's Edward Norton, right? I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I want to see Mark Ruffalo in his own movie, and he never got one.
Yeah, I think that moment where he said he had a Hulk, where in the first episode where he said, "This is where I integrated the Banner Hulk personas," and Tony Stark dropped by, I would have fucking watched that film.
Yeah. And speaking of that,
bros being bros, yeah, I would have watched that shit.
I think the very best line in this episode is when she's like talking to Hulk on the phone, like, "Hey, yeah, that guy you had to fight, 15 years ago, and now I have to defend him." And Hulk says, I am a completely different person now, literally. Yeah. I thought that's a great little meta joke. I appreciated that. And if I was in the writer room, I definitely would have pitched that. So I'm glad that was in there.
That's the best line out of the last two episodes.
Yeah. And of course, it's from Mark Ruffalo, who is always Kino.
Yeah, because he was just like a wild rage beast, but now he's smart Hulk.
Well, and he's played by a different actor, is the joke.
Oh, well, I totally didn't get that.
No, I saw.
You missed that, Florian.
Oh my god, bro! Like She-Hulk even looked at the camera and went, "Haha!" Did you miss that? That was what ruined the joke for me.
And then they flashed up the scene of Edward Norton in American History X, and they're like, "Yeah, you thought this guy was the Hulk?"
Now I kind of want to see that movie.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna use that as a cut.
Actually, that would be a great movie. Is
American History Hulk?
American History Hulk, yeah.
Oh my god, he's killing black people as the Hulk.
Edward Norton stomping. It's gonna be She-Hulk that he's stomping.
No, when Edward Norton Hulk is curb stomping a black man, like he goes to the core of the earth. Fuck.
Great.
When she's getting a tour of the new law office, and the guy gives her a map to the best toilet. I thought that was pretty cool. Have you guys ever had like a favorite bathroom at like college or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like those little details, things that bring the show alive.
I don't know.
There's always, like, in any place you go, there's always going to be one secret mystery bathroom that is far superior to the rest, and you just have to find it somehow. But I guess this guy just hands it out on a map, which I guess defeats the purpose, because now everybody's going to be waiting in line for the good bathroom.
Well, he's only giving it to her because he really loves her,
The She-Hulk that he just met?
She might kill him if she figures out that he's been holding this back from her.
Now, they want her to be as the She-Hulk while she's at work and while she's in court. Do you think when she's using the toilet, she turns back into a human, or does she have, like, giant green dumps?
I think she'll have giant green dumps.
She doesn't switch back?
She absolutely destroys the best bathroom they have.
Yeah, because in canon, right, the She-Hulk, the Hulk form and the human form are, like, different. They work differently. So I think, she'll have massive shits.
Well, what if it's not like the best toilet? It's like her containment toilet, where it's just like everyone's like, "Do not go." You do not want to be there.
So they specifically like made a fake map to like a fake bathroom just so that they wouldn't have to share the same one as her.
No, it's not a fake bathroom. It's like this is her bathroom. Trust me, you don't want to go in there after her.
Yeah, everybody else gets a map to the real bathroom that doesn't have She-Hulk shit.
Yeah. Look, you guys are so tough for her. Obviously, she's gonna turn back to human to shit. What are you kidding me? Like, can you imagine how crowded it'll be, like jamming yourself in there when she could just be smaller?
Can you imagine how destructive it would be if the She-Hulk got her period? Oh my god, you thought women were mad enough as it was.
That's since you brought that up, Monkey. Like
she has green blood coming out?
Yeah, wouldn't that like make Banner's fears of the Hulk blood getting out in the world come true? Is it like a concern?
Oh no, it'll be everywhere.
She'll have to take
it's in the drainage of this law firm. And
She-Hulk is gonna
scientist can just do it.
Did you guys like the scene when She-Hulk was texting Bruce Banner to, can you pick me up some pads? And he responded, "What size, yo pussy?"
I must have missed that one too. I'm missing a lot today.
I do have an observation which really like annoys me about the She-Hulk character in this part.
Oh, you thought she was annoying?
Oh yeah, I thought she's a cunt. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's new. Let's hear about this.
Yeah. When she's walking around, she's whining that they only chose me because I can turn into the She-Hulk, and I'm like, that's not really a problem, Jen, because you can control yourself as the She-Hulk. Right?
And also, you were just unemployed, and everybody said they don't want you because you're She-Hulk. You should be on your knees sucking their fucking dick for the opportunity.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like,
wow, great guys.
They only want me for the one reason why I'm unemployable. Oh, I guess I'll just be unemployed and bitch.
Yeah, no, and then she goes on this weird tangent that she only got hired because of that, and something about other guys not being able to have work for it, which I don't know, man. That feels really that's so assuming that this guy in the big ass law firm, he got in because of nepotism or some shit. That's just off to me. Like, why do you assume that everyone sat there got in because of connections or something?
Wait, weekend. Adding on to that, the fucking shot of all the white old lawyer men in the boardroom, and they're all like laughing and then shaking each other's hands across the table, like it's so just like comical and going like, oh man, look at this, like no women there, it's all these like old white guys. But here's if she's smart at all, which it doesn't seem like she is, shouldn't she be like, wow, not only are they taking me in, and they're obviously I'll be making a ton of money because that's obviously like a huge law firm, but she's also, her first case is a fucking high profile case where she will be able to show her mettle as a lawyer, and it's that's like a case that like you think that she would have loved to take.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a celebrity case. It's like, not only are you going back, it's like you're not doing, this guy got picked up for having, a few grams of weed, bullshit like that. It's like you're getting a celebrity case.
And also, it seems like she's mad that she got the job because she was the most qualified for it. Like, this is the superhuman law division, and you are a superhuman and a lawyer. Like, you are the rarest breed on this earth. Literally, as far as we know, the only superhuman lawyer in existence. Of course you would be the person for this fucking job. Like, do you have that much doubt in yourself? You are the most qualified on earth.
Yeah, it feels like she's complaining for really no good reason.
It's because white men bad.
Oh, come on. Like, you guys think it's like such a great thing to be a diversity hire? It's like, yeah, wow.
She's a superhero who has to go up against other superpowered people in court.
Florian, she's the most qualified. Yeah, like what Momki said. She's the most qualified person for the job.
I mean, I don't know if that follows.
Here. Because when you have a courtroom full of like evil, superpowered people, maybe every now and then you're gonna have a Titiana break in and try to kill people. So it'd be nice if my defense attorney was also the Hulk.
Yeah, or like
if the villains are already superpowered, I guess they could defend themselves.
No, maybe they'll be the ones who are attacking.
Not legally.
Yeah, I mean physically.
Which is the fucking attorney at law part of the show. Yeah. And so far, not being impressed with the attorney.
You're saying she's qualified because she's got powers, but
and because she's a lawyer.
She's the most qualified because she has that unique skill set of being a Hulk and knowing the law. The fucking title of the show, and she's like, why am I? They hired me because I can actually be the super Hulk.
I can't believe they hired me because I had the best resume. What a bunch of white cis men!
Set is the reason why I'm hired. Oh my god, yuck!
You know what would be funny? This would make the show good. No, this would make the show way more enjoyable and way funnier. Is that she does, like, in episode 1, she's able to turn into the She-Hulk and, like, be completely the same person, right? It's like, there's no just, like, her having to tame it or whatever. It's just
she does try to kill those 3 men who were just simply hitting on her and definitely not raping her.
Yeah.
Well, then again, she probably wanted to do that when she wasn't Hulk. But
murder men, yeah.
Yeah, and... but it would be funny if the show, like the through line through the show is that she's trying to learn how to integrate her normal personality into her Hulk persona. And when she's Hulk, she's like way dumber, but the company hires her because they want her to be the Hulk and to be the attorney while being She-Hulk.
So while she's in court, she's talking like she has Down syndrome.
And she's having to like have people like make notes or like find like clever ways to sort of to work around that, like, because she's like, oh no, like they want me to be She-Hulk in court, and so she doing all sort, like, I don't know, just like hijinks or something to show this, like she's trying to do this balance on of trying to appease basically her new employers who want this for, sort of press reasons, and then also trying to do her job, but those being completely incompatible with each other. And so, it could lead to maybe some good comedy. Yeah, some hijinks,
or some actual fucking comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, speaking of comedy, if we move on to the next scene, she's going to go meet the Abomination in prison. And if you don't know, he's just like evil Hulk. But the human version of him evidently is not that evil. I, again, have not seen the movie. But my favorite detail is that he's wearing Crocs in prison. I thought that was a funny fashion choice.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the best part of the show.
Who is this actor again? I thought it was somebody else. Yeah, I thought it was Tim Roth. What the fuck were you saying, Weekend? What name did you give?
No, Emil Blonsky is his name in the show. In the MCU.
Okay. I was confused. I was like, that's not the actor's name. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Tim Roth, yeah.
I was like, that's a Tarantino actor, dude.
Yeah, he is.
Anyway, he's great.
Respect on his name,
I'm glad that he's in this, because he was the highlight of his scene for sure.
Yeah, you should watch, if you like Tim Roth, you got to watch this movie called Meantime, where he plays as a retarded kid.
Oh my god! So him and She-Hulk could have really teamed up.
It's funny because in Meantime, he plays as like a retarded kid, and Gary Oldman plays as a neo-Nazi.
Oh, really? This sounds like real Kino.
Oh yeah.
Well, anyway, she doesn't really want to take this case, but after talking to him, she becomes convinced because the human Abomination is saying you know what, the government gave me those drugs that made me go crazy. This is connected to real world events. It's the government's fault that I killed those people. You can't blame me. MK Ultra, man. So, and she's like, okay, yeah, just as long as you don't break out of prison and go join a fighting ring in the Shang-Chi movie, we should be fine. And lo and behold.
Okay, so in the last line is essentially, well, that happened.
Yeah.
But she just goes, okay, this sucks. But it
does kind of suck.
Okay, Kino, I'm going to use that also. I'm saying that now. I'm going to use that.
But I was a little bit impressed because I had completely forgotten from the Shang-Chi movie that Abomination was in it. So the fact that they're tying it up and the timelines are matching up, I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
didn't watch Shang-Chi. So Abomination was in Shang-Chi?
Yeah, he goes to Hong Kong and he goes to a secret superhero fighting ring, and Abomination is there fighting Wong or something, and I'm like, how the fuck did he get there? And I guess we'll find out in this show.
Oh, that means, okay, I'm just gonna guess, Wong probably teleported him.
Yeah.
For whatever fucking reason.
To make money on the, gambling on the fight.
Wait, so was it his fault then that he got there or not?
We don't know.
Well,
we don't know.
Well, what it could be is that Wong was teleporting him for a while to do things, but
and then he puts him back into prison.
Then he puts him back in. Yeah, he has to go night.
So mean. Maybe that's his friends, man. Maybe the monks want Abomination to retire in the monastery. I don't know.
Well, I guess it was on the news, this secret underground fighting ring, just had crystal clear footage on the news, and She-Hulk's oh, I guess my client broke out.
This is a nitpick of mine of the show, and I know it is a nitpick, but it still bothers me, is when they show this is news footage, it's so obviously shot with a cinema camera.
It's literally footage from the Shang-Chi movie that they're pretending is somebody's cell phone footage.
Yeah, no, but they did this earlier, is it earlier in this episode or the episode before they show news footage?
That's at the beginning of this episode.
At the beginning of this episode, it's obviously shot on a cinema camera and it's made to match with every other shot. They just put this overlay to say, oh yeah, this is news. But I'm like, no, news cameras look way shittier.
Wait, are you telling me your local CBS affiliate news station does not have an IMAX camera?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
All their cameras are $100,000 cameras, and each lens is worth $30,000 that they're shooting with.
Wow. Yeah, news is important.
Wow, you're right, Keith. That really was a nitpick. Great job.
Now that we've gone through the episode and we've gone longer than the episode, let's just go around and give more general thoughts and maybe some final thoughts about what we've seen so far.
I kind of agree with Kino and I were talking on Twitter earlier, and I agree with his observation. This feels too short. Like, the whole thing is like, what? Kino, 5 scenes, right?
Yeah, it's like 5 kind of short sequences. It's her at the bar, right, where she learns she gets fired, like at the bar. It's like they just combined a bunch of scenes into that one, and then it's like a montage of her not being able to get work, her with her family, talking to Chad, the Best Buy manager brother.
That's right. Yeah, we forgot about the family scene when literal Chad.
Chad is a Chad. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's like her getting hired, and her talking to Abomination, and then calling Hulk, and then her finding out that is so 6 scenes basically. But it all kind of feels like the intro to something rather than an episode in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that this is 9 episodes long, maybe they should have like made it 6 and just had them be 40 minutes each. Yeah. I think that's what they did with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, those were pretty long episodes. This is more like a WandaVision where they're all extremely short.
Yeah, it's too bad we always have to wait so long, but at least we get to meet here more often just to have these great talks.
Fuck off. Do you guys have any final thoughts on this She-Hulk extravaganza?
I don't know how they'll make her likable.
All she has to do is be a selfless hero who values human life over cash. It's not that hard.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't see how that's likable, but okay.
Oh my god!
I think she'll be more likable if she stays as She-Hulk more, because she's honestly more attractive as the She-Hulk.
That's what I asked last episode, and these cowards wouldn't answer.
Well, I said She-Hulk, 3D, Disney 3D, like. All the MCU.
Yeah, he said he's gonna wait for the film version of She-Hulk to judge the CGI.
She's gonna be hotter. That's gonna be her peak.
Well, I think she's hot as a human.
Isn't she like 45?
Really? No way.
Is that why she's so angry? Because she's a single 45-year-old woman with no kids?
Florian and Maud.
You can't say that. Oh my god.
I think women should stay single. That's great.
Why? Why do you think that?
Come on, focus on the career. Make the money. What are you getting? So anyway.
Yeah, just be a wage slave. That's really
be
fulfilling.
So Florian, what is your verdict here?
Okay, so I gotta say I'm really invested in the story. And I'm annoyed that they keep making these jokes. They're not offensively bad, so it's not one of those things where I hate, like, the stupid jokes. But they do annoy me, especially if I watch them again. But
you've seen this twice, Florian. Can you give us an example of one of these jokes that you didn't like? Because none of them are coming to my mind.
Well, the Chad thing, for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the joke with Chad?
Oh, where he's like, why'd you get fired? And then the dad's like, I told you not to say
Yeah.
I mean, is that really a joke? It's just like some idiot who has like a social faux pas.
Well, see, the point.
The joke.
Yeah, the point is that they purposely made it as a joke, and if you pay attention, I guess I'm ruining it for you now, but if you pay attention, then you'll see that a lot of these scenes are like purposely made as jokes, which is stupid because they're not funny. They would have been perfectly fine if they had like emotion in it, but all they have is like mediocre humor. Probably.
And also like Tim Roth going like, oh, I can send them a haiku. Or something like that.
See, I don't think that's a joke, because then the Hulk says, yeah, Tim Roth called me up and we had a conversation and he sent me a haiku. Like, Tim Roth's character as a human has repented.
But
they are, I think that's how bad it is. They are written as jokes, but it doesn't register as a joke.
No, I don't think that was a joke. I think that's a man who's been sitting in prison for a decade who has like found inner peace. He's like a namaste kind of guy and he's like writing poetry. Like, that's literally not a joke.
Well, I think they wrote it as a joke, and then they brought it back, which made it cool. Okay?
I mean, it's nice part of his character, so whether it's a joke or not, like, it is just part of his character. I don't see it as a joke.
I'm gonna throw up by saying this. I agree with Florian.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but I didn't see the poetry stuff as a joke.
Look, the character just keeps
I guess if you're like
on.
a sexist prick like Florian and you think, oh, poetry, that's for the women. Only the women will like the poetry. No men can do... Like,
Look,
now I can see why it would be a joke.
You just pay attention, okay? You'll see...
Why do you think men can't do poetry?
You'll see...
The best poems in history were written by men.
Okay, I'll explain it to you, okay?
It's more about how it's portrayed.
Do poetry. It's just that they're playing it as a joke.
No, it's,
or at
it's
least
how
they tried
it's
to.
How it's played up in the scene. It's obviously meant to be comedic.
I mean, maybe. I didn't get that impression.
Because she
I know,
going,
because it's so funny.
Can you not say the haiku? Can you not? She was like making snarky, passive-aggressive comments about it.
Yeah, it's really like,
up for a joke.
This is a man who is at peace with himself and she's being a huge cunt about it. Like, it's their characters.
Can I say my favorite scene in She-Hulk in the prison? When the guard is like telling her serious shit about what you should do when you're meeting this maximum security criminal, and she tried to make a Shiante joke, and then he just dead ass looked at her, ma'am, this is a prison. She just shut the fuck up. I think that was the funniest joke of the show. Yeah.
When she gets shut down?
Yeah, she was and it's weird. Okay, guys, for the people watching and listening right now, and she was a deputy district attorney, so that means she's a prosecutor. She should know this shit.
You would think so.
So, yeah, it's so stupid. It feels like... It feels like she's not... It feels like she's never...
She's never been an actual lawyer and she's in episode 2 of a TV show?
Look, I disagree, okay? This is nonsense. Obviously, she's going to this crazy fairy tale prison where everyone's got superpowers, so it's okay to make that joke. Come on. But
no, it's not.
But you just said it was funny.
No, it was funny because the black guy shut her up. That's the funny thing about it.
Yeah.
But that was obviously written in as part of the joke.
Okay, I think we've covered enough. I'll have one final question for the panel, and we're gonna do this every week, just to see how we progress. Which strong, independent female lawyer would you rather fuck? Green She-Hulk or Kim? Florian, go.
She-Hulk.
Wow. Okay, Kino.
Kim, easy.
Okay, Weekend, you're the tiebreaker, and you've probably not seen. Oh, so have you seen Better Call Saul?
No, but she's very pretty.
Okay, so. Well there we go. Kim wins. Sorry, Florian.
Oh wow.
It is 3-1.
I'm just not gonna fuck her on principle, She-Hulk, and so.
No.
Oh come on! You can have a beautiful woman any time of the day.
Think about this, man. If I'm fucking her and she comes and she squirts all over me, I'm gonna be propelled across the room by the force of her Hulk pussy.
Or even
that's that obviously part of the appeal.
No. Florian.
Dying is part of the appeal.
Like if she starts coming on your cock, and Florian, you might not know what this is like, but her muscles in her pussy will contrast a little bit, and those Hulk muscles squeezing your cock in a vice grip will probably rip it right off, and you will be dead. So if you fuck this woman, you're putting yourself at risk.
No, but I don't think that he's putting himself at risk at all.
Who, Florian?
Wow,
yeah.
Because he wouldn't be able to make her come.
What am I doing wrong? I just want to be crushed by the She-Hulk.
She-Hulk's gonna ask, "Is it in?" Oh my god!
Oh no, that was. Cocked again. Penis too short.
No, Florian wants her to squat over him and become the P-Hulk.
Wow.
I think we're done. You guys want to start plugging your shit?
Yeah, everybody go to Himsel Games and check out my new video that's going to come out in 1 or 2 weeks about Rick and Morty, everyone.
I mean, that's one hell of a plug. Check out a video that's coming out in 2 weeks. Like, what do you want them to do today? Go buy Ballfrog on Steam?
Okay, I'll do that.
Kino, when the fuck is your next video, dude?
I'm like 99% done with it, so it'll probably be up tomorrow.
Oh, shit. Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day. Nice. Tomorrow for patrons, Monday for everybody else. I just have to film a little thing for the end where I call out how bad Florian's take on the Northman was.
Oh, good. He could use the plug.
Wow, that one was really a long time in the works, huh?
Hey, Kino got a new job. He's been busy.
Yeah, I'll just respond to it in 5 minutes, and then Kino has to go another 2 months.
I'll just move on.
No, you won't.
And Weekend.
Oh, wow.
Weekend, do you have anything coming out soon?
My new video is totally not about the She-Hulk, guys. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh boy, I have linked to everybody's channels in the description. Go subscribe to everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.